Hi guys, and welcome to Bodybuilding World News. The Fibo Germany Pro show just wrapped up, and as many of us predicted, Andrew Jack took the win and secured his qualification for the Mr. Olympia. Now the lineup wasn't the deepest, but it did include Sass Herat, who was the runner-up at the Detroit Pro. In fourth place, we had the German talent, Musiel, who brought an impressive package. He came in full and conditioned. His front double biceps looked really good, with massive quads and deep cuts. His biceps were especially impressive. His front lat spread also stood out, especially with a clean vacuum pose that created the illusion of an even smaller waist. That said, his midsection looked slightly blocky during transitions between poses. Lower body-wise, his legs were a bit more developed than his upper body. But in his side shots, his shoulders and arms looked really proportional. He also had an amazing side hamstring drop. Super clean. From the back, he was just as impressive. His hamstrings showed a lot of detail, and his glutes had some striations coming in. His posing routine? Honestly, it was perfect. Super polished and well executed. Personally, I think he should have placed ahead of Sergio Oliva Jr. But what do you guys think? Was he overlooked? Let me know in the comments below. Next, we have Sergio Oliva Jr., who hasn't competed since the 2023 Muscle Contest California State Pro, where he secured third place in the men's open division. Honestly, he brought a decent package to the stage, but it wasn't enough to place ahead of Sass Herat. If we look at his front double biceps, size-wise, he was big and full, but he was clearly lacking conditioning. His quads didn't showcase much detail, with no striations or deep cuts, and his midsection looked a little washed out. He also hit a nice front lat spread, which showed great development in his chest and arms. Overall, he looked proportional, with his upper body matching his lower body fairly well. From the side, his arms looked really big, and Sergio had some solid side shots, but his hamstrings were lacking detail and size, which definitely held him back. The shots that really hurt him the most were his back poses. His back just didn't show much detail at all. Personally, I think it's going to be tough for him to qualify for the Olympia this year, based on that performance. The smart move might be to shut the season down, focus on bringing up his weaker points, and come back stronger next year to stand with the big boys. And like I said earlier, I really believe Musiel was overlooked, and he should have placed ahead of Sergio. Now, let's talk about Sass Herat, who placed second in 2 shows back-to-back. Even though the lineup in Detroit was a bit more competitive, Sass was able to challenge Andrew Jack, and he was definitely more conditioned, especially during prejudging. If we look at his posing routine, his front relaxed pose was really good. His midsection was impressive, with deep cuts showcasing well-developed abs. His quads were big, with deep cuts and visible striations. I mean, he really nailed his conditioning. His front double biceps and front lat spread were on point. Sure, we could argue that his arms need a bit more size, but overall, all his front shots were balanced, even though he wasn't the biggest guy on stage. From the side, I'd say he was the most aesthetically pleasing and had one of the most well-balanced physiques on that stage. But from the back, that's where he needs work. If he wants to lock in an Olympia qualification, he's got to bring his back up, especially his back double biceps. His upper back lacks thickness and detail compared to the rest of his physique. Still, Sass Herat definitely made a name for himself in the open division, and if he continues improving, especially his back, the judges might reward him in upcoming shows. So, Andrew Jack, now known as the Mona Lisa of bodybuilding, as predicted, managed to secure his Olympia qualification by winning the Fibo Germany Pro show. We could say Andrew wasn't the most conditioned guy on that stage, but it didn't hold him back. It was a clear victory. Looking at the package he brought to the finals, he was able to close the gap between himself and Sass Herat in terms of conditioning. If we break down his front double biceps, he looked incredible. Great proportions, big quads, tight midsection, huge arms, and a full 3D chest. This guy looks almost cartoonish, in the best way. He has one of the most aesthetic physiques we've seen in the history of bodybuilding. His posing routine has improved, and his side shots looked much better this time around. Now, if Andrew wants to be a real Mr. Olympia contender, he needs to bring up his hamstrings and glutes just a bit more. His back looks solid, but the only thing standing between Andrew Jack and that Olympia Sandow is his hamstring development. Can he overcome that? It'll take time, but with dedication and hard work, it could happen sooner than we all think. If you liked the video, hit the like button and smash that subscribe button if you want to come back for more. And as always, thanks for watching.